Someone laughed at you, but God hit 1,000 times harder. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone laughed at you, but God hit them back 1,000 times harder. Somebody drop in the comments and say God hit hard. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say God hit hard. See, family, we live in a society whenever you are vulnerable, whenever you are, open, whenever you speak about your emotions, the things that grind your gears, whatever the case is, y'all, people try to call you weak, right? They try to call you lame or you're not strong. Family, it takes a strong man or woman, okay, to express themselves, to be vulnerable, to be an open book, to inspire the next man, woman, or let alone the younger generation, okay? Reno, what are you saying right now? Don't allow people to make you feel like you are weak, okay? Just because they had a moment of your pain. Just because they caught a glimpse of your weakness. Just because they seen that, oh, he got to take that cape off at some point. Oh, she got to take that cape off at some point. What is the cape? Your cape can be your confidence. Your cape can be your look. Your cape can be your status, your money. That cape can be whatever it is that gives you that superpower. But guess what, y'all? You can't be Batman every day. You can't be Batman all day, rather. At some point, you're going to show that you're Bruce Willis. At some point, you're going to show that I'm Clark Kent. I'm Superman, in the daytime, but at nighttime, I'm Clark Kent. And I have a kryptonite, which means there are going to be many things that make us fall weak, okay, and vulnerable. But it doesn't mean that you are weak, right? But see, here's the thing, y'all. Family members, friends, co-workers, those who've been knowing you for years, right? Or even people who you just met. They may see you have a weakness. They may see that you have a vulnerability, and they're going to laugh at it. Oh, I see. That's your weakness right there, huh? Oh, I see. That's what makes you, that's what grinds your gears, right? And that's what they're going to continue to keep picking at. But family, take the power back. Somebody drop in the comments and say, take the power back. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, take the power back. The moment you take the power back, it's the moment you say, listen, I was crying today, but not tomorrow. I was crying yesterday, but not today, right? That's why I love that song by Ty Tribute, right? He says something in the song like, if you cry, don't cry all night, only one night though, right? He was saying, if you're sad, don't let it be all week or all year, only one night though, right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Only one night. See, you probably had many nights where you called people and tried to vent to them, when you was crying to them, when you was trying to explain your side of the story because you felt you trusted them, okay? And they took that as a moment to laugh at your vulnerabilities, to laugh at your weaknesses. Some people prey on your downfall because they seen you up so many times and so long, right? So now it's about time to see you sad. Yeah, it's about time to see you cry. Yeah, it's about time to see you hurt, right? But these are not real family members. These are not real friends. And these are not real people who really want the best for you. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Someone laughed, but God hit them 1,000 times harder. All right. And so that's what we're going to speak about within this video. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. And let me say this right here, y'all. You are not weak, okay? You are just vulnerable with the wrong people. I'm talking about, y'all, millionaires of all millionaires, billionaires of all billionaires, top models, male and female, rappers, singers, athletes, all right? Social media influencers, motivational speakers, preachers, all go through it. all go through it. The difference is, how do you handle it? That's the difference. But it doesn't mean that you don't feel pain. It doesn't mean that you don't feel agony. It doesn't mean that you don't hurt, you don't cry, right? And so that's what this video is going to also be about as well, y'all. Understanding that, listen, yes, they got the chance to laugh at you. So what? So be it. But I guarantee you, they won't see it again. I guarantee you, you would not give them the satisfactory or the time of the day again, all right? But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get directly into this. Number one, this is what happens, y'all. They will have a reality check. That's number one. They're going to have a reality check. Now, what the reality check does is it checks them and let them know that, hey, you human too. Yup, you go through it too. So you can't sit here and laugh at a person, God's chosen one, God's elect at that, and then don't think that you're not going to have your situation. So you're going to have a reality check. So for example, y'all, I'll never forget, I was going through my relationship issues, and with me being who I am, right, without giving y'all too much info, I love hard. I'm going to just say it like that. I love hard. And the people who I love, friends, family, whoever, I go hard for them. That's always been my issue. Loving people more than they love me. Rocking with people harder than they rock with me. And so I was expressing my relationship issues with this fellow brother. And it's like he had the urge and the happiness and the satisfactory of seeing me down, sad. Couldn't wait to say some things too. Now here's the thing, y'all. Some people actually do have some good advice, but they also mix it in with their own selfish intentions, like their manipulation, like their jealousy, like their envy, right? It's almost like perverted wisdom. You're smart, you're wise, but you're using it for evil. That's why you have an evil genius and a good genius, right? But sticking to the point, y'all, he had a situation to where it was almost identical to my situation. You see how that worked, y'all? There was a reality check stating, hey, no matter how high and mighty you get, no matter about your house, the size of your house, your car, how big your truck is, okay, who you eat dinner with, I don't care if you eat dinner with the president. I don't care. You will have that reality check. And once he called me for his situation, that automatically gave me a signal of, see, you thought that you wasn't going to have a situation similar or a situation at all. That's a reality check. Another example, y'all, of a reality check is when Jamie Foxx made it's not a documentary, it's like the comedy where a lot of people didn't like it because he was being very vulnerable once again. But basically, he was like, yo, I'm Jamie Foxx. I am Jamie effing Foxx. So what? I'm going to be young forever. I don't get sick. Well, here's the thing, y'all. He's not young forever, and he ended up getting sick, right? I think he said he took an aspirin, and after he took the aspirin, he woke up in the hospital. And basically, he had an internal bleeding. Well, when the nurses and the doctors was going in, they was pretty much, letting him know about himself. Like, hey, man, if you don't get this together, then you won't be here for long. That was a reality check. So, family, we get reality checks in multiple ways. Sometimes we get the reality check that, hey, you got to be humble. You get the reality check that, hey, you're not going to be young forever. You get the reality check of, hey, you got to make sure you are intentional with those who are in your life. Reality checks are real, okay? And God will always bring a situation about that's going to enlighten you and open your eyes. Somebody drop in the comments and say, open your eyes. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, open your eyes. But they have had a reality check, okay? The same people who laughed at you, the same people who talked about you, the same people who couldn't wait to get their hee-hees and ha-has in are now in the same position that you were in, okay? But you know what, y'all? You're so much different than that. You are different than that. You take the high road, they take the low road. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2, God will expose their weakness. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. God will expose their weakness. See, once again, y'all, God does not like when you do his chosen and his elected wrong. Y'all remember when Moses went to simply just get his people? He was telling Pharaoh, let my people go. And he said, okay, are you joking with me? He like, no, I'm serious. My God. Yo, God, I am God. I'm Pharaoh. I got the power. I got the money. Well, not the money. He had the gold or whatever resources was hot at that time. And he had the authority. Not realizing that you can never out-authorize God. Okay? You can out authorize God. I don't care if we're talking about Donald Trump. I don't care if we're talking about Kamala Harris, Barack Obama. Okay? God bless the dead, y'all. But George Washington, I don't care what president, what prime minister, if he's from Bangkok, I don't care. You can never out authorize God because he created all of this. He can give it and he can take it. Okay? And so, with that being said, going back to Pharaoh, he exposed Pharaoh's weakness by sending plagues. Okay, I'll send lice. I'll send frogs. I'll turn the ocean red. Right? I'll send the spirit of death and take your son. But I'm going to continue to keep sending these things so you can understand that I'm not to be mocked. Don't laugh at my chosen. Don't laugh at him. And he realized shortly that, okay, this is real. And that's why he chased after Moses and his people. Because he like, hold on, you ain't finna just come up in my house. You ain't just finna come up in my house and take what's mine. No, we going out with a fight. And that's why pride always come before fall. Okay? But the point of what I'm saying is, God exposed his weakness. You seem so tough, high and mighty, don't you? Let me go ahead and expose that weakness. Let's see what makes you cry. Let's see what makes you hurt. Let's see what makes you fall. Let's see what makes you feel less than, since you like to laugh at other people. Since you like to laugh at individuals who are good and they're just having a human moment, right? I love when the bullies get bullied. I'm just being honest, y'all. I love when the bullies get bullied because the bullies, they come off as if they don't have no weakness, right? The bullies come off as if they are the toughest and the strongest, but really they are the smallest, they are the most cowardly, and they are the most bullied at home. So what they do is they take it out there to school, okay? They take it out to the job. They take it to other places and try to bully other people because they are really insecure of who they are, and they are being bullied by people who are superior to them. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? When the bully get bullied, it shows that they're human just like the other people that they are bullying. It shows that they have feelings too. Expose their weakness. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? God hit 1,000 times harder. Every time. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. God hit harder. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say God hit harder. Number 3, he allows public humiliation. Okay? He allows public humiliation. People who encounter public humiliation are those who have to be humbled in front of people. Okay? A large, grand scheme of things. Because some people, if you tell them sorry in public, I'm sorry, y'all, sorry in private, they will still do the same thing in public. No, you have to make them apologize in public. That's why when I see certain celebrities who made public statements that can negatively impact a person's brand or family or relationships and opportunities, I think that they should publicly apologize so that they can experience that same humiliation, right? Although it takes a form of humility to do that, you gotta experience the same thing. Because what good is he gonna do if you trying to hide the good things about me, but you done went out here and told the whole world about what I'm doing, and it wasn't even true? Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. So, very similarly, y'all, God will allow them to go through public humiliation. Y'all remember on the Nutty Professor when Reggie, now it's time for Reggie to kick yo. You know what I'm saying? Reggie, who actually was Dave Chappelle character, what happened was Reggie was cracking on everybody. He was cracking on Nutty Professor. He was talking about when he bent over, like, you look like a full moon. I mean, he was just going in, man. But when Eddie Murphy turned into Buddy Love, he put him in that hot seat. Yeah, I'm about to give you public humiliation. I'm gonna make sure everybody laugh at you the way that you laughed at me and made everybody laugh at me. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? See, sometimes people have to go through that to understand the lesson. Again, you cannot make people understand and get the lesson the way they need to if they are privately chastised. No, you got to be publicly chastised. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Next thing, family, number 4. He revoked their power, okay? He revoked their power. Some people need their power revoked. I'm just going to be honest. Because you're dealing with people who are tyrants, terrorists, okay? And I'm not saying literally, but I'm saying when certain people get power, they abuse it. They abuse it, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, stop abusing your power, okay? Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, stop abusing your power. That's why a king's greatest commodity and his greatest strength is compassion. So never feel bad if you have compassion. That's what a king must have. And those who lack compassion actually lack strength, right? Because why so close-fisted? Why so bitter? Why so not understanding? Joseph, he was second to Pharaoh, but he was the father to Pharaoh. And he had an open heart. His family did him wrong, sold him into captivity, did the entire nine. But what happened? When they needed him, he still gave them food to eat. He still put them in position to feed themselves, and he helped them. Because they were running low on food, y'all. They was not about to eat. They went through it. It was his compassion. But he could have said, nah, y'all sold me into captivity. Man, I had went through it. I was in jail. I had to go through this. They lied on me. They hurt me. Almost killed me. But he did not do that. Why? Because he had compassion. And see, those who are in these positions and they tyrants, terrorists, dictators, they throw their weight around on the job, throw their weight around in the relationship. What happens? God will revoke their power to let them know, hey, you just a man. That's it. You just a woman. That's it. You ain't God. You ain't me. Stop treating other humans like you're not human. He will revoke your power. We see a lot of people, y'all, who are celebrities or people who have a lot of money, and then you read back on them and they say they went bankrupt. I bet you them friends ain't there no more because they wasn't good people. They were only there for the money. Some people only have friends because they are buying them or renting them. He revoked their power. Number 5, y'all. The last one, it's going to sound cliche, but this is the real deal. They need you, okay? They will need you. Now, this is God's way of hitting back 1,000 times harder. The very people who walked away from you, hurt you, did something to you, reflected a negative environment that they were a part of, whatever the case is, y'all, it's going to hurt them so much when they realize that, man, the person I did wrong, I actually need. The person who hurt me, I actually need. The individual or the individuals who was there for me, I actually need. And that's a humble pie within themselves. That's a humble pie within itself. Why? Because I told you that I wouldn't need you ever, right? I told people around me that I don't need them and I won't need them ever, and turned around and needed them anyway. Ain't that a feeling, y'all? They need you, right? They need help. They need money. They need assistance. They need love, right? They need help in all ways, okay? And they were so prideful to where they made it their business not to let you know that they need you. But that humble pie is going to be when God hit 1,000 times harder, to where it's no way that they can go without responding to you, texting you, calling you, or even sending a message through a mutual friend. That is the power of when God hits 1,000 times harder, right? I love chess, y'all. When you play chess, when you get to a point to where that checkmate is about to hit, what happens is you're going to put your opponent in such a bind to where you're going to force them to start making moves. That's how chess is. You force them to start making moves. You can't move that knight because guess what? My pawn gonna hit you. You can't move that, you can't move that bishop. Why? Because my knight gonna get you, right? And so it's like they only have 1 or 2 moves. And those 1 or 2 moves is surrender or move and get ate up anyway, right? So one of their moves is gonna be to say, hey, I need you. Sorry for what I did. They need you. But guess what though? They laughed at you, but God hit 1,000 times harder. And now they're showing their true colors. They're showing it, y'all, okay? But anyway, family, that's going to conclude the video. Someone laughed at you. God hit them 1,000 times harder. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all book a one-on-one session with me, y'all. Limited time offer only. Y'all be sure to book that one-on-one session. Enroll into my social influence course. Check out any one of my books, okay? As well as get a Yes Sir hoodie or t-shirt. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.